All right. I have no idea. You guys don't know what we're gonna talk about, but we're just chilling. Been a long day. Happy Father's Day, everyone. Hope everyone had a great day today. Hope y'all went out to barbecue or just enjoyed the weather. I don't know how the weather is for some of you that are watching this, but today it was actually pretty hot out. Nice day to go for a walk. Exactly what we did. We also went to the movies, went to go see How to Train Your Dragon. I will say, compared to the last string of Disney movies that they've been remaking, I really feel like with the way that they did How to Train Your Dragon, they're gonna be coming out with a part two. Like they have to come out with a second one. The first one was actually really good. Dare I say, personally, I think they did a better job with How to Train Your Dragon than even like Aladdin, newest Aladdin. And that's no dig at Aladdin because Aladdin was good, but of course it never holds up to the original. But with How to Train Your Dragon, if you haven't seen it already, you should definitely go and check it out. Personally, I liked it. Mm. Going into it, I did have high hopes and I had high expectations. Unfortunately, those expectations were actually met. So that's a good thing. But yeah, right now we're just chilling, winding down, getting ready to take our medicine. Um, this is kind of an 18 and up after dark type of stream because chances are we're gonna get monetized, or this stream could get demonetized. So weird we went to that movie today. It was a good movie. I feel like they're gonna come out with a second one. I wouldn't even doubt it if they're already in the process of like discussing the next one. But yeah, especially compared to the new Disney movies that they've remade, I feel like this one really did it justice. They stuck to the original script. They didn't try to really change too much. Um, I think the only thing that I would have preferred, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Astrid in the animation in the original is actually blonde. I think they should have stuck with that instead of making um the character have darker hair. Live action Light Fury, right? I wouldn't doubt it if they're gonna eventually, because I know that they managed to they came out with a TV series, which I believe focused more on the dragons than the Vikings. So I think they're gonna they might eventually at some point come out with like a spin-off, a live action spin-off just focusing on the dragons. Rough Nut is super skinny, right? Don't mind the banging. I'm just getting my medicine ready. YouTube is not certain friendly, green plant friendly, so probably not going to show it on stream. I mean, I might do some streaming on my other channel. That way, I'm not worried about getting that one like monetized or demonetized or anything like that. I've already put videos up there and they've gotten age restricted, so I'm not too worried about that. I just don't want it to get age restricted over here. Well, gonna already get age restricted, I know that. But if we can avoid it, both the twins were skinny. Fish legs was chunks, and Now it was short and stocky, right? Yeah. Kind of want to talk about the movie, but at the same time, I don't because I don't want to give any spoilers to anyone who hasn't already seen it, and because it just came out a couple days ago, I know that people haven't actually probably gotten a chance to see it. Like I know you were waiting on certain movies to come out on Disney Plus, so my thought process is that a lot of people are actually gonna wait until it's actually out on the streaming platforms before they watch it. You're watching Snow White. It's funny, I just literally had an ad on the video I was just watching. Very first ad that popped up was advertising the Snow White. And I saw what they meant when I saw what you meant earlier when you said they CGI'd the dwarves. Like they really should have went with real actors. They probably just didn't want to go through the hassle of casting. But they definitely should. I don't think they should have stuck with the CGI. Especially because I feel like a lot of that movie is gonna actually be more CGI than actual real actors. Yeah. You guys eat your pizza yet? All movies? No way should have the at least amount of CG. Right. A little bit of CGI works, but I feel like Snow White most likely CGI'd a good 80 to 90% of the movie. Because they might have been on budget. Because if I'm not mistaken, the actress might. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the actress that plays Snow White also had a hand in either directing or producing it or something like that. I don't know. My facts could be off. I haven't really looked into it as far as hearing about the type of interviews and stuff and whatnot that was said afterwards. That's kind of controversial. But even then, I really haven't even been paying attention to that much. I do know that she might have said some things that offended some people. And so that might also be a reason why the movie is getting as much flack as it is. But yeah, anyone watching this that hasn't already seen How to Train Your Dragon, I suggest you go watch it. It is a very good movie. I feel like they did a really good job. And anyone that knows the actor that played the father, Gerard Butler, he was kind of giving me like Leonidas vibes. What's up, Amin? How you doing? I take it you're taking a break from studying? Yeah. Gerard was kind of giving King Leonidas vibes in that movie, which I dig it. My favorite gun in COD Mobile, probably gonna be um the DL it'll probably be I would have to say it'd be one of the snipers, probably the DLQ or the Tundra. Now if you're talking about like out of every category, I'd probably say the SMG changes up right now. The VMP kind of shreds. Uh, I think my favorite SMG right now would be the VMP. My favorite assault rifle would probably be the Krig. Shotgun would be the Argus. Marksman would be the SKS. And The LMG would probably be the MG42, just because it's so toxic and like you really don't have to do much. What's your favorite gun? Do you have a favorite meta loadout? I say meta, but realistically, I mean just like a loadout in general. Doesn't even have to be meta. The BP50 has grown up to you lately? I have not really had a chance to try the BP50. I'm still in the process because for the longest time I was only using snipers because I'm a search and destroy player and I love sniping. So it actually wasn't until recently I started getting into using the other any of the other guns, truthfully. And the BP50 has been on my list, but I'm trying to find the right attachments for it because like I want it to hit hard, but at the same time I kind of want to be able to like move around with it. I feel like for the most part, most of the guns you have to either choose mobility or accuracy. I mean, of course, you can put on attachments that'll help with the accuracy or the movement, but usually you have to sacrifice one or the other. At least when it comes to like the assault rifles. Okay, there we go. We got our medication taken care of. It has like 100 something fire rate at great accuracy. Is that like default or is that with certain attachments? With attachments? Ah, okay. Yeah. I made an A if you haven't already seen on my channel, I made an AR video where I kind of just tested the every AR in the game just based off of the default mechanics that it gives you, and the BP50 feels pretty good. I can't remember what the statistics for it were, but yeah, you should definitely send it to me. I'd love to try out your loadout. I do want to try. I've been thinking I want to try to do a challenge of you. I know it's most likely already been done before, but I want to try a challenge where I use every gun in the game, starting with all the ARs. And I want to drop a nuke or try to drop a nuke with every gun in the game. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't mean you had to send it right now. I was just saying whenever we are on and stuff, if you want to drop your attachments, that'd be cool. Yeah. Uh, Yeah, but then again, like I was thinking because going for a nuke really isn't. It's satisfying when you get the nuke, but it's also really challenging depending on like what kind of lobbies you're playing in. Like if you're playing in ranked or if you're playing in public lobbies. And then of course like the type of players you have to go against. So I haven't really decided yet if it's a nuke that I want to do, if I want to try to figure out something else. Like um try to set a world record for each gun, like highest kill count with each gun in the game. Or that either for that category or for that specific gun. I think that'd be really I think that'd be interesting to try out. I know that it's gonna take a lot of work. 1v1? Yeah, we can do that. I'm not used to 1v1ing. I don't really 1v1 people, so it's like it's really a 50-50, especially depending on like what kind of gun we're gonna use. Like I said, for the most part, I'm a sniper user, so my skills with all the other guns in the game are kind of iffy. Like some days are good, some days are bad. And I mean, you'll have that no matter what gun you use. You'll have good days, you'll have bad days, but I really try to stay away from 1v1s because I feel like the people that want to challenge me, they're doing so out of toxicity rather than just trying to have fun. Like they're trying to prove that they're like better than me or something, which I can guarantee you there's a lot of people that are better than me because I do not play competitively. Like I don't have time to put in that some of these people do to play at a professional level. I play the game to have fun. What up, Razor? You're not crazy with a sniper, but you'll try. I mean, like I said, we don't necessarily have to go with snipers. We can do it. We can do a couple different 1v1s. You can use. We'll do. We can do 1v1s where we use each other's loadouts. I think that'll be interesting. And I've been thinking one of these days we can do a stream where I 1v1 my subscribers. We'll do like a almost like a tournament, a 1v1 tournament. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. It'd be a nice way to be able to give back to you guys. Your name is Have Fun. I'm a chill guy. That's a dope name. But yeah, that was pretty much like my thinking of some videos moving forward. I don't know exactly when I'll do it or even if I'll do it. It all depends, I guess. But yeah, because I have been saying for a while now, and I've kind of been slacking on it, but I want to do like a subscriber stream, like either something like where you guys pick my loadout for the whole stream, or you guys decide what I do in terms of in the game that we're playing or whatnot. I think that'd be really cool. Spin the wheel, get a loadout. We could do that. I could probably build an actual wheel and like you guys give me suggestions of the loadouts that we put on the wheel, and then like I spin the wheel and whatever it lands on, that's the loadout I have to use for the day, and then we can make it even harder and do like a challenge. Like you have to use this loadout, but you also have to like either get this many kills or drop a nuke, or you got to do a trick shot or something like that. What's up, Kochima? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Happy Father's Day to all of you out there, by the way. Your baby will 1v1? All right. We'll put you on the list. Oh, well, what's up, Yolanda? How are you doing today? Good to see you in here. We could actually do that. We could do a private room, a custom room where everybody who subscribes and who wants to play the game, we can all hop in and 1v1 each other. Kind of like a big free for all. And then whoever wins in the free for all has to go against me. I mean, I'll still be in the free for all. We'll all free for all, but whoever wins the free for all overall will do another 1v1 against me. If you beat me, maybe you'll get a prize like COD points or something like that. That's good. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm doing all right. We went out today, enjoyed the weather. We went to go see How to Train Your Dragon. I do recommend it. If you have not already seen it, you should definitely go see it. It was, they actually did it justice, in my opinion. But yeah, today was pretty much a chill day. Yesterday it wasn't the best. Unfortunately, we had to put down the family dog. She was she was older and she was getting sicker. She ended up getting an ear infection a couple years ago, and it just kept getting worse and worse. So we had to take care of her yesterday. It was a bad day. It was raining, all that. So had to be with the family because we were gonna do a chatting stream last night, but we weren't able to get around to it. So figured we could do one tonight. It's gonna be it's a short stream anyway. I don't plan on being on very long. But overall, today was good. What's good, Nova? How you doing, man? If you're wondering, I was not on today because I was out enjoying Father's Day and we went to the movies, like I said. I'm probably not gonna be it's already late, so I'm not gonna be hopping on any games. Tomorrow we'll probably give Warzone another chance at the beginning of stream, but my goal tomorrow is to play some Splitgate. We played Splitgate over on TikTok. Uh, very first time playing it. Won the first game, lost the following 3 or 4 games. So I'm hoping that doing it over here through OBS will be a lot better than using the TikTok studio. So that's the plan for tomorrow. We're gonna try to play some Warzone in the morning, and then we're gonna switch over to some Splitgate too. Yeah, I hope you guys had a great day today. It was pretty hot today. I'm not gonna lie. This morning it felt like it was gonna rain. It looked like it was gonna rain, but surprisingly the rain held off. So I'm wondering if we're gonna be in for a heavy storm here soon. I don't know. Right now it is 11:49 at night. So about 11 minutes it'll be midnight. Yeah, we've only been home since like 9:30ish, 10 o'clock. So we haven't been back that long. 9:50 for you? AM or PM? I only ask because I do get some people in the stream that it's like morning for them because they're on the other side of the world. Okay, yeah. So you're only 2 hours behind. Yeah, the time zone is kind of crazy. It's morning for you? No, it's not, bro. Stop the cap. I know for a fact that we're on the same time zone. I mean, you're technically not wrong, but you're also not right. In 10 minutes, it will be morning, so to speak, but it's not morning. Yeah. I didn't go to bed until like 3 last night. Woke up around like 11. So my day is pretty much I've only been awake for 12 hours, give or take. I do not know how long we're going to stream. We're not going to stream too long. It is a short stream, but I guess it just depends. I don't really have a like a set like, oh, we're gonna stream for 2 hours, we're gonna stream for 4 hours. It's pretty much I start the stream when I feel like streaming, and I end the stream when I feel like ending the stream. But yeah, when it comes to short streams, I usually try to aim for, even though it doesn't really happen that way, I do try to aim for keeping it like under 2 hours type of deal. Unless of course it's like a if this is what we're gonna do for the stream. Like I said, because like I said the last time that I wanted to start branching off from gaming, I didn't want to just stick to doing gaming streams. So IRL streams and things like that, I'm not really gonna pay attention to how long we stream. I'm just gonna stream until I don't feel like streaming anymore. I did think about doing like one of those sleep streams, but I feel like that's a little too weird, and I would kind of feel bad for you guys being in here, and like I'm not in front of the camera talking to you guys having a conversation. I can never really understand like the appeal to sleep streams, but it's still like an interesting idea. I do also want to attempt like a 24-hour stream. The only problem is I don't know if after the stream is over if it'll actually register as like a 24-hour stream, because my longest stream today is 16 hours, and for some reason it only captured 11 hours and 54 minutes of it. So I'm literally missing 5.5 hours or so of streaming. And I don't really want that to happen again. So I want to do like a 24-hour stream, but at the same time, I'm hesitant because I don't know if it'll actually work or not. Do it. You think YouTube cut it out because we were swearing too much? Uh, Honestly, I'd have to go back and look at it because I don't remember that day being like too bad with the swearing and stuff. I remember we were talking with Fang, and he was talking about how how far he got in rank with Delta Force, and we were talking about like Warzone Mobile. Um, Actually, I think that stream happened before Warzone Mobile shut down, right? I would have to go back and check it out. 'Cause I don't exactly remember what we did on that stream. I just remember we played games and we were live for 16 hours, and then the next morning I woke up and checked, and I only had 11 hours, 54 minutes. Yeah, okay, we were playing Warzone Mobile. Yeah, okay, yeah, because I think that was the day that I tried to play Warzone and it was all laggy and stuff. That was when I had you edit that clip of that snipe that I managed to hit through the lag. Right now, my COD Mobile rank is Grandmaster 2? Either Grandmaster 1 or Grandmaster 2. I would have already hit legendary, but we've been waiting for Lazarus. We've been waiting for him to rank up enough that way we'd be able to play rank together. And then I just haven't played COD and since the last time we streamed it on here, I think. I can't remember. It's getting all jumbled, but I think the last time we streamed COD Mobile was here on YouTube. If it wasn't, then it was when we streamed over on TikTok. But we played a couple games. He is in Nova. What are you in? You're in Master 1 or Master 5? I know you're in Master, and unless you've been playing since we played, I know you're in Master. Master 2. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, because Vibes hopped in and he had told me prior that he was in Grandmaster, but then when he got on, it says he was in Master. Master 4? Well, which is it? Are you in Master 2 or Master 4? Or wait, you were in Master 2 when we started playing, and then you hit Master 4 by the time I ended stream, right? I don't remember. I just remember you finally hit Master, so we were actually able to play rank. That's pretty much all I remember from it. And I think we do still have a couple weeks before the rank resets, so we do have time. We still have time to hit legendary, but it's not gonna take. I don't think it's gonna take that long to hit legendary. It didn't take us long to hit legendary before, and that was playing like maybe 2 hours a day, not even consecutively, but 2 hours in a day, for like 3 days. So in total, like 6 hours it took us to go from master to legendary. Right now you're grinding on the PC rank Warzone. Yeah, we still got or we still got 9 games left to place top 15 or top 6 before we get to unlock rank again. I still gotta check and see if I'm still banned through my Battle.net account, which I probably am. Don't know why. Still don't know why. Still have not heard anything. I've already sent Activision like 3 emails. I've called customer support. Still haven't gotten a response. So right now I'm just kind of chalking it up to that account is pretty much screwed, which sucks because that was the account that I actually put money on, and I don't really spend real money for in-game things, but that account I did spend money on, so and I can't even play Black Ops 6. Like I don't understand how I got banned from playing Black Ops 6 campaign. I don't even play campaign. I've never touched it. I don't even have it downloaded. But somehow I'm banned on there too. Makes no sense. You're legendary, but you want to hit the 10,000 or 100,000 XP? Yeah, we were sitting at like when we were in legendary, we were sitting at like 93. So we weren't too far off from hitting that. We're not gonna we're not gonna be able to play in your lobby. Your Crimson, you only need 2 more ranks to be in the top 250. So much hackers. Yeah. Some of the streamers that I watch, like Nick Mercs and stuff, they've recently a lot of their videos coming out for Rank and Verdansk is kind of based around hackers, either fighting hackers or getting squatted up with hackers. I just saw right before I started streaming, I actually just saw that he posted a video talking about something he did might get him banned. I have no idea yet. I haven't watched it. I'll probably watch it like after the stream or something. But yeah, Call of Duty is definitely going downhill in terms of their anti-cheat system being in place and these hackers, which I'll never understand what these guys get out of hacking at a game. Like, instead of hacking in a game, how about you figure out how to hack real life? Give us the cheat codes to fucking be a billionaire, solve world hunger, cure cancer, you know? We could really use some hacks for that. You need 10,000 SR? Uh I mean, I would say you could get it, but depending on the whole hacker situation, yeah, it might be a struggle. You might not be able to get it. Have you been squatted up with a hacker yet, or are you just running into hackers? That's also kind of another reason I've been not really playing Warzone, like in general, is because I don't really have patience to constantly be going up against hackers, and I don't want to risk playing with a hacker and then getting this account banned, because then I'll pretty much be screwed all around. Because I've only got the two accounts. Grinding 75 hours nonstop, sleeping only sleep for like 5 hours and wake up and grind again. And you lost like 5 ranks, got back on again. I mean, that's gonna happen because ultimately you're going against, not only are you going against kids who don't touch grass, but you're also going against different time zones. So it makes sense. While you're sleeping for those 5 hours, other people might just be waking up and starting their day and hop on and start grinding. With Warzone, that's what I don't understand though. With Warzone being out for as long as it has been, is what going on, came out in 2020, so going on 5 years, almost 6 years. The fact that the percentage of hackers in their game being so high makes no sense. You literally had 5 years to develop an anti-cheat that should have done its job. And from what I heard, there was a period not too long ago where they actually disabled the anti-cheat system. The Ghost Rider skin. Yeah, that's a fire skin, but like I said, I haven't really seen anyone in the top 250 rocking it. Hell, even previous players that have made top 250. I don't think I've ever seen the Ghost Rider skin in game. Got to be number one. Yeah. Do I like soccer? Not necessarily. I mean, it's a good sport, but I don't really follow sports. I was my sports interest extended pretty much up until the end of my high school days, and even then it was more of me playing the sport than actually like watching the sport. I think the last time I actually sat down and watched a sports game was 2014 or the beginning of 2015. I went to a Buffalo Bills Pittsburgh Steelers game, preseason game. And of course, I'm a Bills fan. My family that I went with, they're Steelers fans. So I'm literally the only one in all Buffalo Bills I know. People will give me flack for being a Bills fan. I do not care. But that was the last time I actually like had any real interest in sports games or sports in general. All the number one players are hackers. I did hear that. I did hear something about it's starting to come out that there's a lot of players in the top 250, top 10, top 5 that have been exposed for cheating. I don't know whether or not the accusations are true, but I have been hearing the rumors. Yeah. And it's not really that I don't like soccer or sports. It's just I don't really have time to keep up with all that with everything else that I'm doing, like with the streaming, and then I have work outside of when I'm streaming and things like that. So it's not really necessarily a because of a disinterest or anything. It's just I don't have time. Like I don't know when the games are on and things like that. I don't know who's playing who. The only people that are actually jet are like top 40, top 30. Just had a hacker in your team on the last game. You got like 1500 SR with 15 kills. Yeah, yeah, life's hard. It's easy, but it's hard. I like to tell people, I may be an adult, but I need an adult-tier adult because I have no idea what I'm doing. We grow old, we don't grow up. I'm very much not an adult, and this shit's got me stressing. But everyone stresses. Everyone's got life to live, responsibilities to take care of. It's just the way it is. You had 30 kills? Damn. Oh, it's like that. Did you die and spectate him? Like in those videos that the TikTok videos I sent you? Was he cheating like that? Like you can blatantly tell that he's cheating? Or was he trying to hide it? Well, I know you won the game, but I'm saying like, did you die at all during the game and spectate him? I probably would have. He was spinning in circles and hacking? Yeah. That was pretty much my experience the last time I got on Cold War. I was trying to play some Search and Destroy just to chill and unwind from the day, and I hopped on Cold War. I got into an S&D match on Nuketown. Literally, both sides were cheating, and it would not let me leave the game. I had to close the game and then uninstall it, and then reinstall it, and then try to get back. And by that time, I couldn't even find a game. But yeah, it's never I'm never gonna really understand what drives people to want to hack in a video game. Like, do you really have that much time on your hands to do all this coding and whatnot? Or to pay for all like that's money wasted. Like that's money that you really could have been putting towards something else, but instead you're gonna use it to buy a code off of the internet or off of somebody to use in a game that you don't even play. I'm the first normal guy you've seen on YouTube gaming. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, VTubing is definitely popular. I think it's the whole. I, I don't want to be wrong. Well, I don't care if I'm wrong, but I don't want to assume that it's like a weird maybe not so much, but kind of like a sexual thing to be faceless, especially with the type of characters that the VTubers are using. Like that's just yeah, no, that's just not me. Yeah, fetish, that's what it is. That's what I was thinking. I couldn't think of the word, but I didn't necessarily want to say sexual, but yeah, the freaking weird fetish. Yeah, I don't know many streamers on Twitch using doing the VTuber route. I think it's mostly like the IRL streams of the those girls, the e-girls. I think that's what they're called. I think those are probably the category you're gonna find the most VTubers in, and then you go and look at their chat, and it's just all simps. And like that just blows me away. Like, how could you simp over an animation? Even if it's a real person behind that animation, it's still the animation that you're simping over. It's just that's weird. Like that just that doesn't give me hope for the human race. Like we're not evolving forward, we're evolving backwards. Yeah, but I personally will never use VTube. That's just not my thing. And if I ever do like make a faceless channel, it's probably gonna be an animation channel, but it's gonna be like a story time animation channel, something along those lines. So like it'd just be my voice. But yeah, I don't understand what the appeal is for the VTubers. I guess to each their own. If it works for them, then it works for them. But personally, I don't I don't know what the appeal is. Not even backwards, it's just sideways. Sideways, upside down, backwards. Point is, we're not progressing the way we should. Popeyes is taking 30 minutes. Ain't gourmet shit. Wait, Popeyes delivers now? Bro, I am I am so off. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to like ordering food online, I pretty much DoorDash or Uber Eats, like McDonald's or Burger King or like one of their pizza chains. Usually it's Domino's. So I did not know that Popeyes DoorDashes or delivers. You did faceless, you put on a filter like a burger or something. I have seen the potato ones. I think those are actually good. The VTubers that use the potato face or whatever it is. I've seen a couple of those and I think those are actually good. But for the most part, the anime girls that show, you know, their assets, I don't think I think that's more of a uh marketing strategy to get people to actually watch the channel or watch the stream or the video or whatever it is they're doing. Popeyes is on DoorDash? Okay. Yeah. I don't really use DoorDash that much, and when I do, it's pretty much for the same exact thing. I'm like a simple person. I can eat the same thing for my whole life and be okay with it. You've seen one on TikTok with a Mickey Mouse, and the guy has some fat ass teddies. Oh my God. TikTok is unhinged, I swear. That's probably why they wanted it banned. That's the real reason. They got on there themselves and they saw the kind of freaking content that was on there. And they're like, yeah, no. This is making my brain hurt. We lose brain cells every time we get on TikTok. They pay thousands to animators. Yeah, no. I think the story animation channels, I think those are really nice. I think those work, but outside of that, like using an animation as your face type of deal, especially being a female or an e-girl as they call it, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. Honestly, like at that point just use your own face because the simple fact is you're a female. So you're gonna automatically have people hopping in your stream. You like the climax one? Um, I do not. It's not ringing a bell. They have a buy one get one or a six piece. Ooh, that does sound good right now. Popeyes does. I'm not gonna lie, Popeyes sounds good right now. I think I've only ever had Popeyes like once. What's your guys' go-to favorite meal? If you guys had to pick, like, if there was one meal that you guys had for the rest of your life, could not have anything else, what would it be? I would join Discord, but my phone is dead, and I don't feel like wearing my headphones. Steak and potatoes. Mm. I like my steak like more on the rare side, and if I'm gonna have it like cooked, it's always gonna be medium rare. But even more, I'm more of a rare steak kind of person. Although I haven't had steak in like a little over a year now, so it's been a while. Thinking about I was actually thinking about having steak sometime this weekend, but never got around to it. The weather's been fluctuating because steak, I think, personally tastes the best grilled. You've been thinking of taking a break for FPS consoles, but not on mobile ones yet? Why have you been do you feel like you've been focusing too much on the FPS consoles? Is that why you're thinking about taking a break? Fuck the food, fat ass people. Listen, when it comes to your favorite food, we're all fat asses, okay? That's just my way of thinking. Like we're all fat. Even if you're skinny, even if you can never gain weight, you have a high metabolism, whatever it is, when it comes to your favorite food, you will always be a fat ass because you'll never turn it down. Even if you're not going to eat it right then and there, eventually you will get to it. But I feel like we're all fat when it comes to our favorite foods. What do you mean no? Bro, how many times have we been playing a game? You go AFK without saying anything, just to come back and be like, "Ooh, this Oreo milkshake is banging," or "Ooh, this freaking cake tastes good." Like, come on now. Exactly, but it's a favorite food. And you have not, as long as I've heard you talking about it, you have never turned it down, which is my point. When it comes to your favorite foods, you're never going to say no. Personally, I don't think I have a favorite food because I just love food in general. There's not really much I wouldn't say no to. Like I am hesitant about eating like certain types of food, and that's not like a dig at like any cultures or anything, but it's more so it's like a mindset. Like I just don't trust it. Especially the internet will fuck your mind up when it comes to things like food and all that, especially when you see videos of like how different cultures make their food and stuff. Like it could put you off. But at the same time, like I'm not a picky person. If it comes down to it, I'll eat whatever food is there just because I'm hungry. Oh, you're good. You're good, Annan. You're gonna eat a whole pack of frosted cookie cream Pop Tarts. I just found out recently that they made strawberry Pop Tarts, and I had my cousin bring me a box, and yo, I devoured that in like 3 minutes, no lie. Okay, for those of you who eat Pop Tarts, you prefer Pop Tarts cold, or do you prefer them heated up, like toasted? Because I don't know why, but I feel like when I have a Pop Tart or anything of that like texturized consistency or whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not a freaking chef. I don't know the right terminology for it, but I feel like it's drier. Like if you try to eat it straight out the pack, like it's good and it's still soft or whatnot, but it has like a drier texture to it compared to like when I throw it in the toaster and it's comes out nice and hot. You've never had a Pop Tart in your life? Is that by choice or just because they don't have Pop Tarts? You like it creamy? I used to enjoy the s'more Pop Tarts. I don't know if they still make them the way that they used to, but the s'more Pop Tarts, those were banging. Oh yeah, those cookie and cream Pop Tarts look delicious. I actually need to do some shopping. I need to go stock up on some food and stuff because my well has been running dry when it comes to food and streaming. I used to always keep a little pile of snacks and drinks when I would stream next to me. That way I didn't have to get up and go make something and all that. But lately I've been lazy. Need to go and restock. Never had an interest for it. I can understand that. I mean, it's not really like life changing, but they are good. They're good in moderation. I used to eat them too much, and I eventually developed what's the word? Not tolerance, but like when I would eat one, it would make me feel sick. Kind of like when you eat too much chocolate in one time. eventually it started leaving a bad taste in my mouth, so I pretty much cut it out. It just might have been like all the sugary stuff, but because I was bad when I was younger when it came to sugary foods and stuff like that. Like I'm surprised my teeth haven't rotted out and fallen out of my head yet. Oh, and then the spices. I used to be the kid that would drink hot sauce straight out the bottle. One of my sisters was into drinking the mustard. And then another sister, she liked those little salt cubes that you like feed horses, the sugar cubes, but they're not sugar, they're salt. Used to eat those just straight out the little bottle that they came in. No. We can do a little cooking challenge on here. Well, not challenge, but we can do a little cooking segment on one of these streams. It probably wouldn't be until after I hit 'cause I think it's 500 subscribers that you need to be able to go live on your phone. I know it's 500 to be able to start using things like Super Chat and whatnot, but I've been thinking we could probably do a cooking segment. I think that'd be really cool. And it give me a good reason to bug my mom to give me her recipe for certain dishes. Because not to be biased, my mom is an amazing cook. You just love lemon and salt together. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I just recently found out about salt and watermelon. I I feel like I've been eating watermelon wrong my whole life since I found that out. I never actually knew that was a thing. Yeah. Wait, are you surprised that I didn't know about it, or are you surprised to hear that it's an actual thing? Watermelon is good. I mean, it's ass. Do you not have taste buds, my friend? You don't like those types of fruits? Yeah, my favorite fruit would probably be a mango. For other reasons outside of it tastes good. Um, if you know, you know. There's a reason mango is popular with, we'll just say 420, salt and cucumbers. I feel like that's kind of just like a pickle. Is that not a pickle? Because that's all cucumbers are. Cucumbers are just salted pickles. Or I said that wrong. Pickles are just salted cucumbers. Pineapple and mango. Pause. One pack down, seven more to go. I wouldn't eat them all now. If you eat them all now, you're not gonna have any for later. Then you're gonna be sad. The freshness, yeah. You always got to make sure the fruit is as fresh as possible. I think the freshest you can get it, the better tasting it's gonna be. Every time, hands down, no matter what kind of fruit it is. Technically, no matter what kind of food it is, the fresher it is, the better tasting it's gonna be. But especially when it comes to foods like fruits and vegetables. You have four more packs in the kitchen. Packs or boxes? Don't they have like different size boxes? Like some come in with only four, some will come in with eight, like a family pack or something like that? Or am I tripping? See, it's been so long since I've actually had Pop Tarts, I don't even remember what sizes they come in. Yeah. Yeah, I think I gotta put that on my shopping list. Need to get some more strawberry Pop Tarts. Low key, I've been thinking Pop Tarts crushed up into some ice cream. I just bought some chocolate panda paws yesterday, and I've been kind of wanting to make like a homemade sundae. I used to love making sundaes. Bro, those were the best, in my opinion, when it comes to ice cream. Banana split sundaes, but your own style of it. Oh yeah. Put myself into a freaking sweets coma with that every single time. 'Cause I wouldn't go with like I wouldn't go with like the normal bowls, like the ones that you eat cereal out of. I would use like the Tupperware bowls that you put food in as leftovers to throw them in the fridge. And the bowls that I'd be using would be like this big, freaking that deep. Like I said, I'm surprised I still have my teeth considering. I mean, I do take care of them and stuff, but considering how much sweets I ate, especially in terms of ice cream, holy crap. I'm surprised I'm not a diabetic either. You don't know how people can get sugar rush? You never have gotten one in your life, but you're probably not eating enough sugar in a certain amount of time. Sugar rushes usually happen when it's kind of like coffee, like caffeine. Like if you have a certain amount in a certain time, your body will react to it a lot quicker. It doesn't affect you, that's why you're unstoppable. Yeah, we all believe we're unstoppable at some point. Eventually it'll catch up to us. Food is a good way of has a good way of humbling you. 15 years straight. Y'all, do you guys? I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember, but there was a show. Shoot, I can't even remember the name now. It's not Fatal Attraction. It's not Fatal Addiction or Strange My Strange Addiction. It might have been, but it was basically like a show about people like only eating one type of food. And I know that the most one of the most popular ones was this guy has never had anything outside of mac and cheese. Like mac and cheese is literally the only thing he's ever eaten. You're 14. You might have, okay, so then you probably are too young to remember the show, but the show was on when you were born, right? Because I think it was like the late 2000s, like 2009 or maybe 2012, somewhere in that time frame, I believe, when it went off air. I'm pretty sure now they only do reruns of it, but back then that was like the reality TV. People talking about their strange addictions. And this guy had an addiction to mac and cheese. Like he literally got sick if he ate anything else. It was the people trying to save money. That I think was a different show. That one was Cheapskates. I think that's what that one was called. Or no, or at least no, that's what that one was about. It was about cheapskates. People who would do anything to save a penny. And I think the last time I watched it, it has something to do with like this older couple uh hoarding toilet paper, or they were making their own toilet paper so they wouldn't have to go out and buy it. And they were using like, can't remember what it was. It was something disgusting, but they were pretty much like recycling it to turn it into toilet paper, and it just, no, it was gross. I do remember feeling sick when I watched it. It's like the extent some people will go to save money. Yeah. That's why I'm not trying to get into I'm not trying to get in specifics. I can't remember them, but at the same time, I know you're eating. I also got to figure out. I got to make a. We got to make a music playlist that we can play on stream, preferably songs that will not get me copyrighted. So if you guys have any song suggestions, feel free to drop them down. Feel free to let me know. Like, you can post them here on this stream, or you can post them on any of the other videos or streams on the channel. I'll see it. We can get a playlist going. For P-Star. Right. Y'all probably don't even remember Rucka Rucka Ali either. His songs are banging, although they probably would not hold up well in today's generation. I feel like if they try to play some Rucka Rucka Ali, whoever's playing it's gonna get canceled. You can give me your loadout right now. Um, Let me get a pen and paper because my phone is dead, so I can't hop onto the game. Just actually do it. So yeah, you can drop me your loadout, and then when we get on the next time we get on the game, we'll do the loadout. I know it's for the BP50. What do you use for your secondary? 6 more to go. You going for a record right now? How fast you can eat them? 5 more to go. What, you just eating them in like 2 bites? Oh yeah, that's another one. I want to try the Pop Tart mini bites. I think those they're either mini bites or they're just bites. The Pop Tart bites. I want to try those. If you go, if we're already friends in the game, you should be able to go to your loadout, copy yeah, copy the loadout with the little link that's on the weapon page. And then if you go into the messages and you send me a message on in COD Mobile, you should be able to paste the loadout link right there in the messages. No? Well, then you're gonna have to add me. Solo Nymph YT. You'll have to. I don't think you need UID numbers, so you should be able to send me a friend request. Oh, you break them in half. Okay. I say, sounds like you were. I was gonna say, sounds like you're an animal. You're just eating them in 2 bites, 2 big ass bites. But yeah, Annan, you should be able to copy your loadout, and then you should be able to repaste it in the messages, and then and then I'd be able to copy that link as well, and then I should be able to use your loadout. But yeah, we'll have to be friends first. I think we'll have to be friends first. I mean, you could probably just look up my name and then like send me a message. I'm not sure if we have to be friends. I just know it'd be easier if we were. But I mean, at the same time, if you don't want to do all that, like I said, you could just drop it in the chat right now. I'll write it down, and then when I get on the game, I'll just put the attachments on. Couldn't take this Warzone shit anymore, rank. Yeah. Truth be told, I only play rank because of you, dude. Like, it's just without an actual squad, with it just being me and you, without an actual squad or another member that actually plays the game, it's just trash. Yes, I am level 400. I think that's the highest you can go is 400. Yeah, no raging. Don't break your controller. Don't break your screen. Just chill. Have a good time. Yeah, 400. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, we are level 400 though. Send a request. All right. When we get on the game, we will just, well, I don't know when you'll be on the game. You'll know when I'm on the game because I'll most likely be streaming it. I'll either be streaming it here on YouTube or over on TikTok. But I'll accept it when I get on. And then either we can just wait for the attachments when we do. Have fun. Okay. Yeah. Well, because normally I don't get aside from you guys sending me friend requests, the most I only get friend requests from people that I've played the game with in game, like the randoms. I've gotten friend requests from them, but for the most part, all of my friend requests in the game have been from you guys. So, I'm sure I would have figured it out even if you wouldn't have told me. But now that I definitely know that's your name, I'll make sure to accept it. You'll probably be the only one there anyway. I usually only get like 1 or 2 friend requests when I get into the game. I challenge you to do a trick shot, Nova, and you have to do the trick shot right in the very last zone. That means you got to make it all the way to the end of the game. Final zone. You can only win the game by a trick shot. Like imagine how epic that would be if you actually can do that and you actually get put into a game with hackers. I hope for your sake you don't get put in another game with hackers. But if you do, You manage to make it all the way to the end, and say the last team you're fighting, or the very last guy that's alive, is a hacker. I think that'd be epic if you're able to pull a trick shot off on him. But I mean, knowing how hackers are, especially in Warzone, you're probably gonna get sniped from across the map with a pistol. Like they'll be over on Rebirth Island sniping with a pistol. You'll be like over on Dam, and then you'll just die. Talk to 250 Pro streamers. Yeah, that's probably gonna be a good way for you to rage quit. Try to go for a trick shot. I have faith you can do it. You gotta believe in yourself. Like Thomas the Train said, if you think you can, you think you can. If you think you can't, then you can't. You just gotta believe. What you mean? That's how. That's like one of the best ways of getting yourself put on out on the board. You just trick shot everybody. All of the freaking pro streamers. Beating the shit out of you before you land on the floor. Yep. That sounds like that'd be a hacker right there. 'Cause I don't even think pro players, even the most highly skilled of the pro players, would be able to do that. But knowing you, it's just your luck that you're gonna get into a lobby of all hackers. But you got to be careful. You don't want to get banned just because you got queued up into a hacker lobby. Think about that again from all the shit you've seen. Bro, I guarantee you could dedicate a whole channel to videos based on all of the hackers that you've played with in the games. Like each video could be a different hacker and the bullshit that you've seen just trying to play the game. Not just any game, but like arguably one of the biggest games in gaming history. I'm surprised I actually haven't seen any channels that are dedicated to just um exposing and showing straight up hacking in games. Like yeah, everybody makes a video here and there about a hacker that they ran into, but I don't really ever see anyone who specifically focuses on the aspect of the gameplay. You've seen it all 82 plus hours in 6 days. You think maybe you're shadow banned and you just don't know it? You're surprised I'm not sleepy yet? Yeah, my sleep schedule fluctuates. I also have insomnia, so like that might also be a reason why I don't feel tired. Because like I said, we did go to bed late last night, technically early this morning, got up around 11, pretty much been up since then. I mean, it's only Yo, holy crap. It's almost 1 o'clock already? Bro. The last time I looked at the clock, it was 11:50, 11:49, 11:50. How the hell has it been an hour already? No shot. Am I reading that wrong? No. Okay, yeah. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Damn. I don't know what time stream's gonna start tomorrow. I don't know what time I'll get up. We could start streaming around 8 o'clock in the morning. We might not get to stream until like noon, 1 o'clock. We will be streaming tomorrow though. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Skeeter. Why are you just now saying something? 7 in the morning? Bro, all I know is it usually takes me, after I wake up, I usually have to take an hour to have a cup of coffee or two. That's usually why you guys will see me drinking a cup in at the beginning of stream, sometimes throughout stream, because it's like my second or third cup of coffee. But yeah, I have to have a cup of coffee. I have to get up and start moving around. I have to wake my body up because I'm used when I'm not streaming or working, I'll end up taking like 2 or 3 naps throughout the day, which that is probably part of the reason why I my sleep schedule is so messed up because I sleep so much throughout the day. But yeah, it usually takes me like a good hour, hour and a half after I wake up before I'm ready to start streaming and stuff. I mean, there are some mornings when I get straight up and I just already have enough energy, so I just hop right onto the stream. That was when I was doing the like 5 a.m. streams, the 4 a.m. streams. I would just wake up and I'd feel pretty energized enough to be able to start streaming right away. Because your alarm for it just went off. You wake up at 6:30. I used to be an early bird. Before mine's, I mean, like I've always had insomnia, but before my insomnia got really bad, I used to be an early bird. I used to get up at like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. That was when I started my day. But lately, the last couple years, I think what really did it was working working two different shift hours. I'd work early morning or I'd work the night shift. When I was the baker at the Tim Hortons where I'm at. Which, if you don't know, Tim Hortons is a coffee shop, which I don't think anybody wouldn't know because it's such a big franchise. There's a freaking Tim Hortons on every corner. But yeah, when I used to work there, I worked both days and nights for the majority of the week. So my sleep schedule, I'd go in around 10 p.m., get off around 7:30 a.m., sleep, go home, sleep from like 7:45 a.m. until like 10 a.m. and then I'd be up until 1, 2 in the morning, and then I'd go to sleep, and I'd wake up at 4 a.m. and then do a 4 to 1, between 4 to 1 and 4 to 3 because they never tried to keep me longer than what I had to be, and I always did way more than I needed to, just so I would be able to be like, yo, everything is done. Let me leave. I don't care about making extra money. I don't care if you guys are struggling. I did my job. Now let me go home and do what I want to do, which was usually streaming. I'd end up sleeping away the entire day, but I knew that in order to stream, I'd have to sacrifice some of my sleep. So, do that again. You're not in school anymore. So, you'll actually be able to play and catch the streams and stuff. Yeah, Tim Hortons is Canadian. That's where you're from? Nice. That's where I have some family out there. I've been in Canada a couple times, mostly for baseball game and to go pick up a hot tub and a piano. Oh, and then we went out 'cause I had a family member whose their family member worked at a bar, and this bar was is like one of the top bars where you could run into celebrities like Mark Wahlberg, Rihanna. Um, I think at one point, was it Obama? I think it might have been Obama was vacationing in that area, and he stopped in at the bar. But I've been to Canada a couple times. They're friendly enough. Maple syrup. I've not eaten any of the food yet. I've not tried any of the food. Pretty much the only beverages I had one beer, and the sodas that they sell at the concession stands at the stadiums. I think it was the Yankees Blue Jay game. This was 2015, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was like early mid 2015 is when I went. It's nice, but I will tell you, it takes forever to get over the border. Like you are sitting there for a good 3.5, 4 hours just waiting to get to the border line, let alone get over the border. And I can't do that, especially on days when it's really hot. Like I am not a heat person. And the two times that I went, it was like 90 something degrees. And the very first time, no, the second time that I went, it was to get a hot tub and a piano. So I actually had to drive a U-Haul, and the U-Haul had no air conditioning. Even the windows rolled down did not help. It was still so hot. That's probably the worst part for me about visiting Canada, that I gotta wait so long at the border. I don't know. Yeah, and it's that I don't know if I'm gonna go over there anytime soon, just from that aspect alone. But I do eventually want to go back because, like I said, it's nice over there. People are friendly. You guys got some pretty decent shops. At least it was the Toronto area that I was in. I haven't gone. I haven't really gone farther in than that. Play stream at 5 in the morning. What you mean? Start streaming at 5 a.m.? The one thing that I do try to like do when it comes to the streaming, the one thing I do try to like correlate and line up is the timing of when I start streaming because I know that there my demographic is kind of mixed. 11, you have school tomorrow, an exam on Tuesday. All right, man. Well, I hope you have a great day at school tomorrow. I hope you pass all of your exams like, with flying colors, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. I appreciate you stopping in the stream, and we will see you in the next one. But yeah, the only thing when it comes to how I schedule my streaming, I try to scheduling them like certain times because I know that there are people that watch the stream that are like of the younger demographic, so they have to like go to school and stuff. And so like I try to tailor around when I think that people will have more free time to actually be in the stream. You're welcome, man. That's why it kind of fluctuates. Like sometimes I'll stream in the morning, sometimes I'll stream afternoon. Other times like right now, I stream late during the day, super late. I think these ones though, where we're streaming like right now, I think these ones are gonna be more tailored of after dark streams, kind of designed for 18 and up because there may be some things on here that are not appropriate for the younger demographic to be watching. So, I mean, I'm not saying we're gonna do things like gambling or anything like that, but I'm sure if you know, you know what I'm talking about. I used to do 5 to 7. Yeah, stream at like 6 tomorrow. You'll be able to play that time. Even if we don't happen to start the stream at 6, there's a good chance that we probably do 2 streams because that's another thing that I've been trying to do, trying to get into, I should say, is doing instead of like one really long stream, just do like 2 streams in one day. One early morning stream for a couple hours, one evening stream for a couple hours. I still haven't figured it out yet. So, like this is all just brainstorming, but I can't guarantee you that we will be streaming at 6, but there's a good possibility we'll probably still be streaming at 6. I don't know yet. But either way, you'll know when we go live, you'll know when we play, so if you are free, you'll be able to hop in. Doing later at 5 and doing one later at 7 at night. I mean, it's possible. I also don't want to stream like because I do watch a lot of streamers, not a lot, but I do watch other streamers myself, and I've noticed that streamers that I watch, their streams fluctuate. Um, and the way that like one streamer might stream super early, another streamer might stream super late at night and stuff. And I kind of want to avoid streaming around the same time that they're streaming. And it might just be a me thing, but I feel like being a smaller channel, it'll make it harder for my channel to get recognized if I'm streaming alongside the same time as these other streamers that are more what's the word? Not famous, but they're more widely known. You know, like Tim the Tap Man, Mandy, Symphony, and they're all over on Twitch. So like I understand that's a completely different platform, but it's like the time frame of them. I don't want to necessarily stream when they're streaming because there's a good chance that people will click off of my stream to go watch their stream. I don't know. My brain works in weird ways, especially when it comes to doing things like this. Kind of like an obsession, trying to break myself out of it, just do what I want when I want and just go with the flow. But yeah, that's pretty much my logic for my stream scheduling. But yeah, I could probably do that. It all depends. Like it depends on That's another thing. Like it depends because I do need to be able to get my sleep too. Like it's not gonna be fun for anyone if I'm sitting here falling asleep on stream. You have a great night, man. But it's not gonna be fun for everyone if I'm falling asleep on stream while I'm playing a game or while I'm sitting here talking to you. So I got to make sure that I balance it out and I have enough time to get a couple hours of sleep myself or get some food and all that stuff. So it's like I could do multiple streams in a day, but I would have to change up and I'd actually have to be consistent with the amount of hours that I put into each stream. Yeah, 6 p.m. my time because it would be 4 p.m. your time. So be early evening for you if I started at 6 my time. Go to sleep now and then go live at 5 in the morning and go live at 7 at night. That's only 4 hours. I told you, I have insomnia. It takes me at least an hour and a half to wind down enough to feel tired to be able to fall asleep. So by the time 5 in the morning hits from right now, which it's 1:07 in the morning, by the time 5 o'clock hits, chances are I'm only going to be running on like 2 hours, an hour and a half of sleep. See you later, Annan. Have a good night, man. Yeah, 3 hours. And like I'm used to it, but I'm trying to get my body out of the habit of surviving on only a few hours of sleep. Because like I said, it makes me feel tired throughout the day and then what usually happens is I end up taking like 2 or 3 naps throughout the day. And then only sleeping like 3, 4 hours at night just to be up for a couple hours in the morning. Unless, of course, I'm streaming already, but when I'm not streaming, that's usually what happens. I'm trying to get myself out of that. I already drink 3 cups of coffee. And unfortunately for me, coffee has gotten to the point now it's more like water. And if it does have an effect on me, it makes me tired. It makes me feel sleepy instead of giving me energy. And that's just because I think my body built up a strong tolerance to it. No, I'm not dumb enough to drink 15 cups, especially back to back. Have you seen the video of that guy who went to the hospital because he had 24 energy drinks? That's pretty much the same thing with coffee. Coffee is a lot of negative side effects when you consume too much of it. I'm not trying to have my heart explode or anything of that nature. Truth be told, I think that's probably part of the reason why I ended up getting injured last year at work because I was consuming too much coffee and not enough other nutrients like actual food. That's a cap, bro. You did not drink 67. And I'm not talking about within like a period, a time frame. I'm not talking about like one every hour. Oh, 6 or 7. Okay. Well, yeah, 6 or 7 isn't really gonna do anything for to you necessarily. Like it'll probably give you the jitters and stuff like that. Oh my God. Camera, hold on. Focus. 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 Okay. There we go. I don't know why I keep going out of focus, but yeah, 6 or 7 energy drinks aren't gonna, or even cups of coffee, they're not gonna do as much damage as 15 to 20 or more than that. But I was already, in terms of coffee, I was already drinking between 9 and 13 cups. And I'm not talking about those small cups. Like, I'm talking about two of these bad boys stacked on top of each other. Like, a little bit wider than this can as well. But those were the, and I don't use a lot of sugar or creamer. I'd prefer my coffee to be more on the black side, the dark side. So that's even more caffeine. Yeah, if energy drinks make you feel sleepy, it's because your body is built up a tolerance to them. So they're not going to have the initial effects that they're meant to have on you. That's why you got to use energy drinks and like caffeine in moderation. Hence why most people drink a cup of coffee in the morning and then they're usually good to start their day. And it's really only the people that have a hectic work schedule that will drink more than a cup or more than 2 cups to get their day going. Why am I turning to the dark side? I'm supposed to be against them. Because the dark side knows everything, knows what I need, delivers. You are Darth Vader. You're Darth Vader. I feel bad for you, bro. That means under that mask, you an ugly motherfucker. I'm just joking, bro. You're feeling attacked because you drink a bunch of caffeine in a day? Yeah, but you also work like 500 hours a week, so it's understandable. I mean, it's still not good for you, but it's understandable why you would drink that much. You still fuck my bitch? I feel bad for you then. I mean, you're the one putting up with her psycho ass, not me. And like I said, it's understandable when you have like a crazy work schedule or a hectic one, a chaotic one. It makes it more reasonable to consume more than the average amount of caffeine or energy drinks, but still not good for you in the long run. Okay, per mouth. Okay, now we're getting into dark territory. Now we're getting into that freaky shit. This is family friendly. Oh wait, no, this is after dark. Carry on. Just kidding. Don't. There are boundaries that you must never cross. You tape her mouth and you know, you're crossing into kidnapping territory. True, unless you get consent. But that's the thing. You could get consent and they still turn around and lie and say, no, they never gave consent. So it's like, either way, you're pretty much screwed. I'm just saying. Okay. I don't make the facts, I just speak them. How are you gonna give her consent if she's older than you? Never mind. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say because that can be flipped wrong out of context. You'll just say that she kidnapped you. Yeah. With this generation, with the world that we live in now, good luck convincing anyone that you didn't want it. The only time that I see female actually getting the heat or the flack for doing that is like the teacher student cases. And I know there's not really that many of them, but there's enough. That's like the one time where the male isn't deemed the problem. And those are the ones you got to look out for. The ones who won't say anything but are secretly into it. That is where the problems come in. That's what makes them dangerous. Change the topic. Yeah, we're not trying to end up like Andrew Tate or anything like that. We respect everyone over here. But technically, this is technically what streaming should be about and what it is about. Like we should be able to have conversations, the uh what's the word? Controversial. We should be able to talk about controversial topics and things like that without everybody getting offended. Like we should have an open mind. And streaming and talking about it is not really that much different than if we were all just sitting in the room talking about it, you know? That's one thing I feel like we as a society and as a whole have not come to either understand or accept that it's one thing to talk about something, the whole nother to actually like go out and act on it. And I feel like at the very least, in order to make progress, we should be able to keep an open mind and talk about things that may not feel appropriate or might be seen as controversial. Because how else do you get over that controversy? How else do you get over that negative feeling about that topic if you're not able to talk about it, you know? And of course, it also does come down to communication. Like people need to know how to choose their words wisely, things like that. But same time, it shouldn't be as hard as it is to talk about things without someone getting offended, without, all that negative headspace getting in the way, because then it just leads to arguments, and those arguments just lead to more negative anger, and just you're pretty much running around in a circle, getting nowhere. A handcuff, handcuffs are a pair, right? One for each wrist. If you have a handcuff, means you got one. You don't even have a pair. You literally have one handcuff. What you gonna do? Handcuff just one wrist? Now are we talking about like the police issued handcuffs? Or are we talking about like the ones you get at freaking Spencer's, Hot Topic, or freaking Adam and Eve? You do have a pair. The last time you used it was a couple years ago. Bet you had fun, huh? Bet you enjoyed using them. Can't wait to break them out again. Wait, what's the pause for? There was no underlying context to that. You have a pair too, never used yet. Fuzzy, shiny, both. No, you wish they were on again. Yeah. Patience is a virtue, guys. You know what they say, good things come to those who wait. Gotta give it time. Everything has a use at some point. Yeah, you like your little chicken wings? You said chicken? It reminded me of the chicken that I just bought yesterday, which made me remember about my ice cream. And I think I'm about to go make myself a bowl of ice cream. In time, they'll be used. I know what you were really talking about, but I'm saying because I read your message and it said little chicken wings, it reminded me that I bought chicken. I bought a box of chicken yesterday, and then that reminded me of the ice cream that I bought. Now I'm craving ice cream. I bought some chocolate panda paws, and I think I'm gonna go dig into that because if I don't, somebody else is gonna eat it, and then I'm gonna be really upset. I had to go on a beer run with the family yesterday, so I figured I'd buy some for myself. It's been a while since I've had anything sweet. I've been craving chocolate recently, but I can't eat the I can't eat like the candy bars like the Hershey's or the pretty much anything chocolatey like that. Ice cream is like the closest thing that I can have. So I've been craving ice cream, specifically chocolate ice cream. You're sniffing in my fridge right now. Well, we got enough to feed a neighborhood, that's for sure. Yeah, thinking I'm gonna have some ice cream, take my medicine, which we already got right here. YouTube purposes, CGI, none of it's real. But yeah, we're probably gonna have some ice cream, take our medicine, watch a YouTube video or two, and then we're gonna go to bed, get some sleep, get up, have our coffee, start streaming. Sounds like a good plan, right? Oh wait, I won't be able to. I forgot. I won't be able to start streaming early tomorrow. I have to run an errand. I forgot. I gotta take someone to the doctors. I'll be able to stream after I take them to the doctors, but there's a good chance some point in the middle of the stream I'll have to stop to go and pick them up, depending on how long they're gonna be. But I completely forgot. Yeah, so I do have to get off because I got to get up. They got to be there by like 8:30 in the morning. Let's be real. I'm not gonna watch YouTube. No, you're right. I'm gonna watch Twitch. No, it's gonna be YouTube. I've already got YouTube up. I was actually in the middle of watching a video when I started the stream. It's a YouTuber. It's a WeTuber that I've been watching since he started his channel in 2015. Damn, been that long. Yeah, I've been watching this guy's channel since 2015. Twins? Nah, chill. No, no twins. But alrighty, guys. I appreciate all of you guys stopping in. I had fun. Hard to believe it's already been 2 hours. Does not feel like I've been sitting here for 2 hours talking to you guys. That's what I love about streaming. Video games, streaming, for me it's like the same. Like once you're into it, you lose track of time and before you know it, the day's already over. Left the bathroom open. Don't let the food go to waste, okay? We worked really hard for that food. We had to wait for so many people to leave their house, go into their, raid their kitchen, and bring that food back, okay? But don't you dare go wasting that food. Oh my God. Focus. 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 Okay. Yeah, I don't think this camera was meant to be as zoomed in as I have it. Because like as you guys normally tell, I have the camera like filling that much of the screen. So I think the focus on it is trying to rework itself. My mom is watching TV right now. It looks like she's going to sleep. Bro, she's already asleep. I guarantee I'm gonna go downstairs and like all the lights and shit are gonna be turned off. I gotta be quiet. But I mean she knows what I'm doing. She don't care. I just don't want to wake her up or my nephew. I think he has school tomorrow. They're winding down here in school. His last day is the 26th, I think, or the 27th. So, yeah, can't be making too much noise. Peter, you have a good one. Have a great rest of your night. Today was a good day. And once again, if you haven't seen it already, you guys should definitely go check out How to Train Your Dragon. They actually did the original justice, which with the remakes that they've come out, some of these other ones, I had high expectations. Thankfully, I was not disappointed. But now I want to watch Lilo and Stitch, which I heard that is already like breaking box office records. Give you a night night kiss? Chill. That was never really a thing either. Parental affection? Uh, it was always just, all right, good night, love you, see you tomorrow. Yeah, today was a good day. Tomorrow will be better. our main goal tomorrow, do not get angry. Do not rage over the game, no matter how bad of a day it is. Because we are going to be trying, like I said, you guys missed it, but we're going to try to start stream with some Warzone and probably play that for like a couple hours, depending on how that goes. And then tomorrow's pretty much going to be a Splitgate 2 stream. We were going to stream on TikTok, but I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out if there's a way for me to get a stream key so I can stream TikTok through OBS instead of actually using the studio that they have designed for the TikTok platform. I mean, I do like it, but I'm just more used to OBS and I know how to configure the settings and stuff through OBS. I don't know how to do any of that bullshit on the TikTok studio. You're gonna punch my wall, make the mirror fall off, punch the door and run off. Ding dong ditch. You can get into this house past the dogs. I give you $100, bro. One dog in particular, you're not getting past him. You wouldn't even be able to get up onto the porch without him knowing. Just so you know, he's a Mastiff Great Dane mix. And he's still freaking a baby. So he got that. Got that energy. Yeah, Amenadiel. Yeah. Actually, the dogs are probably still up. After we put down the when we put our alpha dog down yesterday, all day today, and like pretty much all day yesterday, they weren't doing anything. Normally they're rowdy and all that stuff, but I think they can sense that one of them is no longer here. So they've been pretty chill all day yesterday and all day today. They might be sleeping, but they probably are still awake. Yeah, but my dog is an attention whore. She loves anybody that gives her attention. You're not special, bro. Like, I'm genuinely convinced that, genuinely convinced that my dog is a human in an animal's body because she does not act like a dog. You're a special kind of special, bro. But all right, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I appreciate you guys being here in the stream. I know I'm a special human being. You ain't got to tell me. Listen, I knew it before the doctors knew it, okay? You ain't got to tell me what I already know. I wear it loud and I wear it proud. Got my specialty on I got my specialty on my arm right here. I'm the specialist. They ain't even got a category for my kind of special, bro. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'm gonna get out of here. I also got a sticker. Yeah, always with the sticker, man. Especially, it's gotta be shiny. It's gotta be big and it's gotta be shiny. Those are the only kind of stickers that work. If it's not a big and shiny sticker, don't talk to me. Bye, Felicia. All right, you guys have a good one though. I'm out of here. Peace.